A Jeopardy! Contestant tried winning Mayim Bialik's heart in a flirty exchange for the books on Wednesday's episode. College senior Dan Oxman's celebrity crush growing up was none other than the sitcom star, who he said hasn't aged a day. Mayim, 47, is hosting the 14-episode high school reunion tournament featuring 27 former teen tournament contestants who first duked it out in 2018 and 2019. Now in its second week, the eventual winner will get $100,000 and a slot in the 2023 Tournament of Champions. Eesha Sohail, a UCLA graduate from Bakersfield, California, faced Dan, a University of Maryland senior from South Orange, New Jersey, and Tim Cho, a senior at Columbia University from Champaign, Illinois. While Tim won the episode with $20K total in the first runaway game of the special, it was Dan who tried to score points with Mayim. The sitcom actress asked him during the interview portion, "I don't really want to talk about what we're going to talk about, but apparently I was your celebrity crush growing up." She scrunched her face in hilarity. Dan smiled and replied, "This is a long time ago, Mayim, but you know, when I was a little kid I saw you on TV. And I really admired how you played a super awesome scientist." He continued, referring to Mayim's PhD in neuroscience while shooting his shot. "And then I found out that you were a scientist and doctor in real life, and I was like," he made a head explosion gesture. He added, "And you haven't aged a day." The TV personality nearly fell to the ground and collected herself to politely say, "Thank you, I will take that and move on," as the audience just laughed. The Blossom and Big Bang Theory sitcom star is taken. Her boyfriend and podcast co-host is Jonathan Cohen. Mayim divorced her husband in 2013 and they co-parent 2 children. Meanwhile, it was Tim at the left podium who wasn't spitting game but playing the game, picking up more than 15 correct responses in just the first round. The scores going into Final Jeopardy saw Tim at $20,000, Eesha at $9,400, and Dan at $1,700. Tonight's Final Jeopardy read, a radical Republican championed this 1875 act, but the Supreme Court struck it down in 1883. A new version was passed 81 years later. Tim and Eesha were correct with the Civil Rights Act, with Tim betting $0 to advance to the semifinals. Crush on Mayim. Twitter went wild at the thirsty moment as one fan wrote, "Dan, shoot your shot, kid. Give him the digits, Mayim." Dan might be the horniest Jeopardy contestant ever. "Kudos for shooting your shot," wrote another. "That awkward moment where you talk about your celebrity crush to your celebrity crush," wrote a third. Fans on Reddit cracked up too and debated the timeline as one wrote, "The kid who had a crush on Mayim because of the Big Bang Theory made me feel ancient."